Hi guys, this is Joy back again with another video, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You guys are amazing. Please make sure that you guys, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would love to get up to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year is up. And if this is you guys' first time watching me, so I am Joy and I am a life coach for narcissistic abuse. I have been abused by several narcissists in my life. I am 28 years old. The first narcissist I encountered, I want to say possibly it could have been my mom, but I'm not too sure. I won't quote it just yet, but for sure was my aunt, and I lived with her. I was staying with her when I was 17 years old. She's in Los Angeles, but I'm from Delaware. But anyways, she was a narcissist. And then I dated a guy that I met when I was living in Los Angeles. He was one as well. And then there was another guy, and I know I mentioned before in the other videos that I was dating another narcissist, but I feel like he was a borderline, because recently I was doing some research and I watched a video, and I think that the second person that I was dealing with, I want to say he was a borderline. But what I'll be doing for you guys, because I know some of you may think that the person that you was dealing with was a narcissist and could possibly be a borderline. I'm going to make a video about that as well. And I'm also going to be making a video about cluster Bs, sociopaths, and psychopaths. So those are all like toxic people that you don't want to be around. So yeah. And then when I moved to Jamaica, it was last year in August. I was there for 3 months. The person that I was staying with was actually a narcissist, and it was so crazy. If you watch my video, the most recent narcissist that I experienced, it will go into full detail, and I'll make a part 2 because there was some things that I actually left out. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me. During that time though, I dealt with narcissists for about 5+ years. So yeah, now I'm giving back and I'm helping people heal, giving people advice, giving people closure regarding narcissists. So that's just me and my story. And the reason why I decided to make this channel is because I felt like the experience that I went through, I felt like I couldn't hold it in, even though I was ashamed and I was very embarrassed to tell people that this had happened to me, because people, you know, sometimes when you put yourself out there and you're like, I don't know, I think I have like a huge following, especially like on Facebook. I have about 4,000 friends on both of my pages, because I was doing network marketing for a while. And, you know, I had a big following, and, you know, I would have felt embarrassed by telling people that, yeah, I was abused by 2 guys and my aunt abused me, like, growing up, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to come out and say it, but I felt like it can help other people heal if I share my story. So that's why I do what I do. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Enough about me. So this is going to be a question, comment, and answer video. So yeah. So the first comment comes from Chanaya. She says, yes, it is a personality disorder. My ex-narc is in the middle of his karma right now. He told me that he is trying to find a therapist. He lost his job. He crashed his car, bought another one, and crashed it. And that one too, 1 week later. His diabetes, blood levels are off the charts. I no longer feel sorry for him. Yeah, Chania, I agree. I wouldn't feel sorry for him either. It sounds like he's getting what he deserves. And like you mentioned, he is getting his karma, and that's what is due to him because they don't treat us right. So that's what he deserves. So thank you for your comment. Another comment comes from Charlene Fernandez. She says, I am sorry that your viewer is going through this while pregnant. The ex-narc discarded me while I was pregnant and gave me the silent treatment for 6 months and came back around when I was close to delivery. Focus on the baby because the baby can feel your emotions. That's so true. I would suggest that you become mentally prepared that they may not be involved with the baby and not depend on them for any physical, emotional, or financial support. That is very true, but at the same time, very sad because narcissists are pretty much useless. They only want to use you for what they can get, and they don't want to give you anything in return. And to me, that's not fair because I feel like relationships is about give and take, 50-50, not like 80-20, So yeah, thank you for that comment. Mr. H.A. Double says, your videos are getting better and better, Joy. Please continue to push out great content, and God bless. Thank you so much, and God bless you as well. K. Meg says, good video. Thank you so much. Be True says, thanks, Joy. So much wasted time. That's so true. The next comment comes from Yana Joseph. She says, my ex called a week before Christmas asking what shoe size the baby wears. He called on the phone that's in my name and that I thought I had restricted. I reported it stolen because he won't give it back. I'm stuck with the bill and amongst others. And she says he's very angry with me. I told him don't worry about the baby's shoe size. She isn't his. Okay, that's interesting. And then she says he was there from day one, but at this point she has forgotten all about him. And then she says I told him that I haven't heard from him since. And then she says my question is, how do you live with all the destruction that they've caused over your head? Because it's just not his relationships with women. It's with his kids, his parents, his siblings, his friends, bosses, but people love him. They're absolutely drawn to him. At 52, will he ever stop? Wow, that's interesting. So he's asking what's the baby's shoe size, even though the child isn't his. Now, that's interesting because a lot of narcissists, they don't care about their own blood kids and the fact that he's trying to pretend, because narcissists, they don't care about anybody except for themselves, and sometimes they don't even care about themselves. But he sounds like he's doing that fake empathy, fake pretending like he cares, just probably to kind of get on your good side, to make sure you're probably going to be around, to kind of get, to have that supply there waiting around for him while he kind of does what he wants. But so to answer your question, how do you live with the destruction that they've caused over your head? You have to understand who and what they are. Understand that they don't change. You have to give up that hope, thinking that they will become a better person after you tell them like who and what they are, because they know that they do bad things, but they just don't care. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you gotta like cut off the contact. Stop giving him the attention. Stop responding to him. Set your boundaries. Implement no contact, and then focus on yourself. Focus on your kid. Focus on keeping her safe and away from him. And will he ever stop? No, they never stop. That's just who they are. Narcissists never change. They don't want to change because they don't think that there's anything wrong with them. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. The next comment comes from Jessica Espanol. Espinol. She says, thanks, Joy. Really appreciate your videos. Feeling so alone at this time. I'm sorry. You're not alone because you have me and you have the community of people that are on this channel. And yeah, you're not alone, just so you know. And you have God too, so. She says, but now I'm educating myself. That's good to hear. She says, there's so many people that are dealing with this kind of person. That's very true. It got bad so fast. I met him at 5150. He's homeless, a drug addict, and a player. Sucks I was so blind to it. Thanks for your video, Joy. Very helpful. No problem, Jessica. I was happy that I was able to help. And Jessica also has another comment. She says, I think it was under one of the videos that was left. She says, yes, very true. I find myself needing a lot of reassurance, feeling like I wasn't good enough, especially with all of his emotional and verbal abuse. Yeah, that's true. When the narcissist discards you and dumps you out like you're just garbage and stuff, you will, and you see him with the new supply, you will start to feel like you weren't good enough, but you can't think like that because it's not the truth. They want you to believe that so you can try to work hard to get them back. And the thing is, they're just going to re-abuse you, but you got to understand who and what they are, and they're manipulating you and trying to control you. So, yeah, and if you did go back, they're just going to keep doing the emotional and verbal abuse, and you don't deserve that. We all deserve happiness. And yeah, so hopefully that answers your comment and question. So the next comment comes from Kayla Starlight. She says the worst dangerous energy they have is the want to destroy your self-worth. Yes, ma'am. And they are dangerous, and it makes you depressed and over and under eat all amongst the abusive stuff they do. Yes, very true, but sad because yeah, that's all they want to do. And when they get with you, because the thing is, the narcissist is looking for a specific type of supply. They want someone that's a good-natured person, good-hearted, compassionate, understanding, and to destroy that type of person, that's their food. They love it. They get off on that. Like, they just love it, and it's sick. So yes, just be mindful of that. Thank you, Kayla, for your comment. And Conchella Bless says they don't change, they get better at being evil. Yes, ma'am, that is so true. Another comment comes from Paulina. She says, why my narcissist block me again and again, and why the theme friend relationship so painful to them. The narcissist is blocking you probably because they are hunting for their new supply and they don't want you to see what's going on in their life. And it's also a manipulation tactic because they probably know that you're going to want to see what's going on and you're going to be confused about why you're getting blocked. So you're going to want to be unblocked, and they know that. So it's just kind of like playing with your head a little bit, trying to see like how far like they can get, or how far you'll let them, like, I don't know, like block you out of their life or something, or blocking you from being on their page. So make it seem like you're missing out on something and like they don't want nothing to do with you, when actuality they never really leave you alone. So it's just a manipulation tactic, and he's trying to get you to pursue him again, or he's trying to like get what he wants from out of you, if that makes sense. And then the friend relationship is painful to them because if they are going to have you around, then they're going to want to get all that they can get out of you. So they want to use as much as they can. So basically suck the life out of you, everything that you have, all your resources and, things that they feel that they need, So that's why they just don't want to be friends. They want to use the most out of you that they can get, if that makes sense. And then another comment saying from Paulina, she says, yeah, he doesn't want to be my friend, because I left a comment on my YouTube, but I just like to talk about the comments that were left on my videos, because I like to put them out there, because some people may not, or some people are probably afraid to ask me questions, but I'm here for you guys. I don't want you to be afraid to ask me anything. Ask me anything you want, and I'll make a video about it. So yeah, so let's continue. So she says, he doesn't want to be my friend. One day he wants and another doesn't. And she says, and when I told him that I wish to feel his friend support, which is not here, he just blocked me. Will we ever be friends, right? No, you will never be his friend, because he's not looking for a friend. He's looking for a victim and somebody to use. That's what he's looking for. And then she says, these people just don't have feelings for a friendship. No, because they're not normal people. They don't create normal bonds with people. They create trauma bonding, and I'll make a video about that as well. And then she says, thank you for your amazing support. No problem. I'm happy that I'm able to help you guys with answering all of your questions and all of your comments. So the last comment I wanted to read, and I wanted to make it the theme of the video. I don't want to make this video too long. It comes from Kim West. Oh, and by the way, Paulina, I think you should, I'm going to say the same thing to Kim. You should check out my new audio that I just came out. Is understanding the narcissist and the new supply, because I think another reason why he's blocking you is because he's probably getting the new supply prepared, and he probably doesn't want you interfering on what he has going on, or he doesn't want you to tell the new supply how he is, if that makes sense. So if you listen to the audio, it will help you to get an understanding of like what he's doing and what the new supply will be doing and thinking, so that way you can already kind of like already be ahead of what's going on, and you won't make the same mistakes that a lot of us make, you know, when it comes to dealing with the narc and the new supply. You won't say, hey, this is how the narcissist is. Like, you should never ever tell the new supply how the narcissist is, because the narcissist is going to use that against you and make it seem like you can't get over them, if that makes sense. So definitely check it out. I'm leaving the link in the description box on my video, so definitely check that out, because the price is going up after today, and I'm taking the audio off of my website only because I feel like, you know, this information is going to be for people that are serious about you know, healing and getting over narcissistic abuse, because not everybody wants to, and that's sad to say. Some people are, you know, complacent, and they're like okay with where they are. They just want to vent, and I'm okay with like venting with you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, because I used to be like that. I didn't want to move on, but once I understood the importance of, you know, healing and just really taking my life back and claiming my power and being and standing and knowing who I am, then that's when I was able to move on and say, you know what, forget this. I deserve better. So yeah. So, yeah, the next question comes from Kim West. She says, I was discarded a year ago and was completely cut off from contact, and he has since moved and doesn't parade the new supply. Any ideas behind this? And this is the theme that I wanted to make this video about. And I also wanted to title it, Why is the Narcissist Hiding the New Supply? And I think, well, to answer this, I want to say he's not parading the new supply around, probably because the narcissist, when he's out hunting for his new supply, he has specific things that he's looking for in the supply. He's looking to see if the person is kind. He's looking to see if they're understanding, if they're willing to put up with what the narc is dishing out, if they can put up with abuse, if they could take being, you know, triangulated, or, you know, just really whatever the narc wants, you know. Can the supply just accept it and take it? Can the new supply take care of the narcissist and just be like, I hate this, not like a slave, but just somebody there to agree with whatever the narcissist wants them to agree with, you know? That's, the narcissist doesn't want an equal relationship. He wants somebody to wait on him hand and foot, be a servant to him, you know, to take care of all of his needs. Now, if you don't meet those requirements, then the narcissist won't parade you around like that. Or you, this new person that he's with could possibly be a transitional supply, which is what I was to the borderline that I was with. The last guy that I dated, he was a borderline, and he didn't parade me around like how he paraded the second girl. I'm sorry, the girl that was after me. Because what happened was, because we dated for 4 months, and what happened was, yes, like I was in love with him, and we would go out everywhere. And I remember, he would introduce me. He would just be like, "Oh, this is Joy," you know? And, we had gotten so attached to each other, emotionally attached, and he was always wanting to be around me. He wanted my attention all the time. And again, I'll mention this in the video that I make about the borderlines. What's important for the borderline personality disorder, the people that are borderlines, they only thing that they care about is attention, and they care about abandonment. And I remember a couple of the times when, you know, the narcissist had, I'm sorry, the borderline, I'm so used to saying narcissist. When the borderline had did something to me and I was feeling like I was wanting to leave, what he would do was he would try to make it better and make it so that I wouldn't leave, or he was preparing, like, I think he reached out to the girl that he was with once he dumped me, and he was talking with her. So he was either not going to let me leave him, or he was preparing himself to leave me. So he was going to abandon me before I would abandon him, because borderlines are, the only thing they care about is attention and the fear of abandonment. They don't want you to abandon them. They want to get you before you can get them, if that makes sense. But the borderline does, they hoover, they love bomb and all that stuff. So like I said, it's very similar to a narcissist, but it's different. But yeah, so this new supply probably is a transitional supply for this narcissist. So he's not putting her out there because he probably knows that the relationship is gonna end. He probably knows that she's gonna wake up eventually. So the narcissist, what they want to do, he's just using this person until he can find somebody. And sadly to say, he's probably waiting to find somebody that's a little bit more submissive, a little bit more weaker, somebody somebody that's gonna be like a yes person and doesn't really have a mind of their own, somebody with like low self-esteem, but still can like provide the narcissist like maybe with like a place to stay, a car to drive, shelter or something, because you guys know the narcissists, they don't get with just anybody just for like whatever reason. Like they are getting with someone because they're using them in some sort of way, you know what I mean? And yeah, so, and that's why you were completely cut off, because he probably realized that you saw him for what he really is, and he doesn't want you saying like, oh, you're a narcissist or you're a borderline or a cluster B or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's probably why he's not parading this new person around, or why he's hiding this person, because he knows that it's not going to go far. Because like I said, even with the borderline that I was with, like he didn't post any pictures of us up together, like none of that. And like I said, the new person that he was with, he paraded her around, and I think he was with her for like a year. And then finally, I don't think they're together anymore. She probably woke up and saw like what it was. But yeah, guys, that's been the video. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all of the questions. Thank you for all the comments. Please keep leaving it. That's amazing. And yeah, so if you guys, along with Kim, make sure you guys check out my audio, because she had that specific question about the new supply. Check out my new audio. It's called Understanding the Narcissist and the New Supply. It's really good. Like I said, if you need help understanding why you were discarded and why the narcissist is he just dumped you and left you out for trash, and he's like parading this new person around, and you're confused, you're lost, you don't have any answers to your questions from the narcissist, you are just feeling alone, you don't know why he did what he did, and he's giving you the silent treatment. He's just left you out in the dumps. So that audio is for you if you are feeling that way. It's only 30 minutes. It's $27. And like I said, today is the last day where it will be $27, because tomorrow it will be $37. And like I said, it's only going to be up for a certain amount of time, just because, like I said, I only want to deal with people that are serious about learning about narcissistic abuse, and actually that are taking action and seeing results, because I'm a problem solver. I'm a person that likes to see results, you know. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys so much for everything. And also, I'm coming out with another the audio course. It's going to be how to move on from narcissistic abuse. I'm sure you guys will love that as well. It's going to be packed with a lot of information. You guys will love it. I think it's going to heal and touch so many lives. I'm really excited to bring it out for you guys. So yeah, thank you for the video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, you guys. I want to get up to 1,000 subscribers. We can do this together. And yeah, so that's been it. And if you'd like to leave a donation, you're more than welcome to do so. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.